Hi, it's Carolyn. I'm here to help you learn how to bake and decorate amazing cakes, and in this video I'm sharing prices of some recent cakes that I've made. Now I have tons of videos where I talk about pricing your cakes, and there are a lot of factors that go into pricing your cakes, size being only one of them. It's usually the detail in the design that costs the most. So if I'm making a small cake that's really detailed, it may cost a lot more than a 3-tier simple cake. And also location comes into play when you're pricing your cakes, and there's many other factors. So I'm going to link those pricing videos below. So I have a bunch of different cakes between 1 and 3 tiers, and we will start with the 1-tier cakes. So this first cake is a line profile cake, and I was so excited to make this one again. I made one a while back and I got another request for it, and I make the line profile out of fondant, and I do have a video showing you how I make this cake, and it will be linked in the description. This cake on the inside is a 3-layer not torted 6-inch. It feeds 15 to 20 people. It's iced in buttercream. There's a textured buttercream on the outside with that fondant profile, along with some real flowers on the top, and it was $200. On to the second cake. This one was to celebrate a happy gotcha day, the day that they got their dog. And this cake on the inside is a 3-layer not torted 6-inch cake, and it feeds 16 to 20 people. There's fondant stripes on the outside, a fondant or an edible image sign, and an edible image dog on the top. And this one was $210. This next cake is a white buttercream heart-shaped cake, and this is a 3-layer not torted 6-inch cake. And I didn't mention, I have a video where I talk about when I tort and when I don't tort my cakes, and I'm going to link that in the description. It feeds 15 to 20 people, and I do have a video showing you how I did this. However, this is exclusively for my Cake Academy members, and information and links to join my Cake Academy will be in the description. Did I say it feeds 15 to 20 people? And this was $210. The next cake is this Tyrannosaurus Rex cake, or 3-Rex, if you will. On the inside, it's a 2-layer torted 7-inch, and it feeds like 15 to 20 people. And this does have non-edible decorations, so those leaves and the dinosaur are not edible, and I put some real cookies on it as well. And this was based on a picture that she saw and wanted me to do something similar, so it's not my original design. And this one was $225. This next cake is a cookies and cream themed drip cake. I don't know why that's so hard to say. And on the inside, it's a 3-layer not torted 6-inch, feeding 16 to 20 people. And this one was $240. And I do have a video showing you how I made this cake, and that will be linked below. This next cake is a strawberry themed heart-shaped cake. It is a 3-layer not torted 9-inch cake, and it feeds about 25 to 30 people, and it's basically decorated in buttercream but does have some fondant accents like the bow and the lettering on the top. And this one was $275. On to the last 1-tier cake. And that is this book-themed cake with some flowers on it. And this on the inside is a 3-layer not torted 6-inch. Again, it feeds 15 or 16 to 20. And this one was $320. On to the 2-tier cakes. And we'll start with this simpler design. The top tier is a 2-layer torted 6-inch, and the bottom tier is a 2-layer torted 8-inch, and it feeds about 35 to 40 people. And this one was $325. And I do have a video showing you how I do that Swiss dot pattern, and I will link that below. This next cake is a 60th birthday cake, and I do have a video showing you how I decorate this, and that will be linked in the description. The top tier is a 3-layer not torted 5-inch, and the bottom tier is a 2-layer torted 7-inch. It feeds 30 to 35 people, and this one was $380. This next cake is one of my most popular designs, this nurse-themed cake, and I do have a video showing you how I make this. That will be linked below. The top tier is a 2-layer torted 5-inch, and the bottom tier is a 2-layer torted 7-inch. It feeds 25 to 30 people, and this was $400. This next cake is an adorable little shark and fish themed cake. The top tier is a 2-layer torted 5-inch, and the bottom tier is a 2-layer torted 7-inch, and it has all fondant decorations on it. It feeds about 25 to 30 people, and this was $425. This last two-tier cake is one of my favorite ones. I love making these carnival cakes with this candy on it. I just love making food cakes. But I do have a video showing you how I decorate this entire cake, and I will link that below. And you will see in the video, the top tier is tapered, so it's 2 6-inch and 1 5-inch cake, tapered to look like a popcorn bucket. And then the bottom tier is a 3-layer not torted 8-inch. It feeds 45 to 50 people. And I undercharged for this one. I only charged about $600, but this is extremely detailed, and it was for one of my really good customers, so I didn't mind giving her a discount. But if I had to make it again, it would probably be around $750. On to the 3-tier cakes. The first one is this adorable construction themed cake that has edible images on it. And I do have a video where I show you how I resize edible images so they fit on the cake. And I also filmed how I decorate this cake as well. The top tier is a 2-layer not torted 4-inch. The middle tier is a 2-layer torted 6-inch. And the bottom tier is a 2-layer torted 8-inch. It feeds 40 to 50 people. And I charged $475, but that was for a friend. I would normally charge about $525. This next 3-tier cake is on the simpler side, all iced in buttercream, and I do have a textured buttercream on the bottom tier. And then those floral decorations are not edible. All 3 tiers are 2 layers torted. We have 5-inch, 7-inch, and 9-inch. It feeds 50 to 60 people, and this one was $550. And I do have a video showing you how I do that easy textured buttercream technique, and I will link that below. This next cake was for a bat mitzvah, and it looks like a simple design, but sometimes cakes like this take a lot longer than you think. And I do have a video showing you how I make this cake, and I will link that below. All 3 tiers are 3 layers not torted, and it's 6-inch, 8-inch, and 10-inch tiers. It feeds 80 to 90 people. And this one was $625. This next cake is one of my favorite cakes that I've made this year, and I did not film the whole thing. However, I do have a video showing you how I do the Frankenstein tier. I have videos showing you how to do the ghosts and that little cat as well, and also the stripes. So I don't have the whole thing filmed, but there are a bunch of different videos showing you how I do the different techniques on this cake, and they will all be linked in the description. The top tier is a 2-layer torted 5-inch. The middle tier is a 3-layer not torted 7-inch, and the bottom tier is a 3-layer not torted 9-inch. It feeds 60 to 70 people, and this one was $820. And this last cake I made, again, this is one of my most popular designs, and I do have a video showing you how I make this cake, and that will be linked below. The hat is a 2-layer not torted 6-inch cake that also has a half sports ball pan on the top to get that rounded effect. The middle tier is a 2-layer torted 8-inch, and the bottom tier is a 2-layer torted 10-inch. It feeds 75 to 80, and this one was $850. So I think that's it. Now I do post pictures of every single cake that I make along with how much I charged in my Cake Academy Facebook group, and there's a link to join in the description. You would want to join the cupcake or the dessert table tier to get access to my Facebook group. If you have any questions or comments about this, leave it below. And just a reminder, I do have ebooks with all of the recipes that I use. I have my signature scratch pound cake recipes, my best doctored cake mix recipes, my favorite buttercream icing and filling recipes, along with my favorite numbers and my favorite fonts. So they will all be linked in the description. Please like this video if you liked it, and if you're enjoying my tutorials, I would be so grateful if you could buy me a coffee. My link is down below. And I would love it if you would keep in touch on socials, and you can check out my website. And if you want to stick around, you can watch this video next and hit subscribe and the bell if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys. And remember, it's cake, have fun. I will see you on the next one. Bye.